I think I was pretty hesitant to come to WSU.
Lisa Jones, one of Murrow College's most successful and loved professors, was an undergraduate Coug herself, but she was never someone to scream, "Go Cougs."
I think in some ways I've always been sort of resistant to like the Coug pride aspect, and maybe that's just kind of a privilege of growing up in it.
Pullman always felt like a comfort zone for Lisa, but soon she realized this school was the right choice for her.
I've never really felt lost at WSU, even though there were definitely times, like as a student, where I didn't know what my major should be or what I should be doing with my future.
Like many of us understand, figuring out what you want your career to be isn't always easy. When Lisa was a freshman, she dabbled with the idea of studying business, philosophy, even political science.
It took me a long time to realize that what I really wanted to do was something that could combine all those interests, and that's journalism.
She was an outstanding student within Murrow.
Before they were colleagues, Ben was Lisa's supervisor her senior year at the Daily Evergreen. The Evergreen was a place where Lisa could be curious and work with like-minded people, a place where she found her love for journalism.
Ben showed up and he was great. He would just hang out in the newsroom with us, and like he is now, was willing to just listen. He was a really good influence in just helping us think about what the paper could be and also what we wanted to do after college.
I think Lisa's an example of what we try to emulate and celebrate at the Murrow College, which is informed, smart, innovative faculty members who care deeply about teaching.
Before Lisa could become the professor she is now, she graduated in 2008 and found her way to New York. She went to Columbia University for grad school and eventually worked at the New York Times. But ultimately, she was led back to the halls of Murrow.
I don't know. I think the farther you get away from that point in your life, like the more it feels like as long as it got you to where you wanted to be, like the individual choices don't matter quite so much.
To see her be part of the evolution of the college and knowing the student experience and helping us build the curriculum to match the needs both of the students and the industry, she's played a key role in that.
She's always been such a ally to me.
As Daisy graduates this May and goes into the summer with an internship at the Seattle Times, she says Lisa's dedication to helping her grow her confidence is what led her to seeing herself as a journalist.
Even just having somebody that's going to listen and provide some sort of advice is monumental. It means the world.
I think I've gotten better at that, the listening and realizing that if students have a different idea than what I know editors in the industry think, that it's not necessarily the students who are wrong.
After leaving WSU in her early 20s, Lisa never predicted she'd return to be a professor for the college that helped make her the journalist she is today. Regardless, she and all of her students and colleagues are happy she is here.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
This is Ava Wainhouse, Murrow, News 8.